Hey everybody, it's me again, back with the second video as promised. And like I said to you before, I want to talk about getting over disappointments. Like I said, we all face disappointments. I even faced it sometime recently. I know a couple of people that are business partners and friends and family who's faced disappointments. And some people just get completely shut down by their disappointment. And basically what disappointment is, I've done some research and I found a good definition that I like. And this definition says that disappointment is the feeling of dissatisfaction that follows the failure of hopes or expectations to manifest. So in other words, the things that you work for, the things that you study hard for, the time you put in at work, the time you put in a relationship, the dream that you have for it, when you get to the point where you think it should manifest, it doesn't. So I have a couple of points that I want to address that would help you get through those disappointing times in your life. Don't let disappointments debilitate you. I'll use an example. Thomas Edison, he created the light bulb, and it took him 10,000 times before he actually did the correct formula, so to speak, that allowed him to get the light bulb to the point where he knew it was exactly what he wanted. And he said he didn't fail 10,000 times, he just found a way not to do it. So if you look at it that way, you would actually change your perspective on how you view failure. So what I like to do, I read a lot of biographies on millionaires and billionaires. And what I found that was common in their success is that they failed a lot. One guy I actually used to work for, he is a small business owner. He actually told me that he failed 1,000 times before he succeeded. He owns a security company. And I asked him what motivated him. And he told me he didn't view it as failure. He just viewed it as a way to learn what not to do. So sometimes you have to look at it like that in order to stay motivated, in order to move beyond the point where you are currently at right now. I know a couple of people that are in college and they get so discouraged when they fail a test. When I ask them, what do you think you could have done better than you did before you took the test? And almost always they say, study more. So it wasn't the fact that they didn't have the ability or the skill to do it. It was the fact that they didn't do what they should have done to secure them passing that test, so to speak. So, like I said, if it's relationship, what is it that you're doing wrong? What is it that you're doing that's causing your relationship to fail? Learn from it. Don't allow it to stop you. Don't allow it to debilitate you and cause you to just give up hope on all things or on that specific subject, whatever it may be. So never allow your disappointments to debilitate you. Never allow it to keep you stuck in the position where you are. Always move forward no matter what happens, no matter how hard it may seem. You can always move beyond that point of disappointment. Okay, so my second point is use disappointment as a force that drives you to do better, that drives you to want to excel even more than the point where you failed at. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard of a lady by the name of Lindsey Stirling, but she's actually a violinist who dances in her performances. She tried out for an American Idol sort of program, but it was in England. And she got all negative feedback. Nothing but negative feedback. They said she can't play as well when she's dancing, when she's jumping around, she doesn't articulate some of her string movements. And if you was to see her face, you would have thought or assumed that she would have just quit, that was the end of her dream. But she never let that stop her. But she actually used that as a motivator to go on YouTube, and she continued to dance. She continued to flip around. She continued to do the things that they said was terrible. She continued to do the things that they said was not good enough. And now she has over a million followers on her YouTube channel. And why is that? Because she did not let that stop her. She used it as a motivator. And you have to do the same thing. Do not allow your disappointment to stop you in your tracks. Use it as a motivating tool to get you to that dream, because it will happen. A lot of people just lose heart because they've tried for so long or for so hard at something, and it just seems like it won't break, but it will. And it will break if you continue to push, if you continue to move, start to take an inventory of when you fail, your emotions. What happened? Do you not want to go anywhere? Do you give up hope on other things that you tried to do? What happens to you emotionally when you fail? What happens? Once you take an inventory, then start to apply the positive opposite. If it's going out with your friends that helps motivate you, do it. If it's studying more, if you're a student, do it. Whatever it is, do it so that you will get beyond that point. Don't stay stagnant in that failure. Don't stay stagnant in that point where you feel like this is the end, because it is not the end. It's happened to me so many times. I used to take martial arts, and sometimes it took me, I would say, at least 50 to 60 times of rehearsing my form before I perfected it, or at least got to the point where I felt comfortable enough to compete. And had I stopped on my first attempt, my second attempt, my third, I would not have won first place as many times as I have. I've actually traveled with my cousin, fighting, competing, because I never let that stop me. I actually used that failure, that fall down that I had, that I actually broke my toe at one point, and I never let that stop me. I just let it motivate me, because what I did was I looked around me and I saw that there were other people who were successful. There were other people who were competing. There were other people who were at the point where I wanted to be. And I had to think to myself, did they fail at any point? And the answer was, yeah, they did. They just never quit. And so I wanted to adopt that mentality, and I want you to do the same thing. Adopt that mentality and allow that to motivate you. Allow those failures to motivate you. Do not stop. Keep going. Keep reading. Keep studying. You're going to reach your goal only if you don't quit. That is the only thing that will secure the success of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. And my third and final point is to use disappointment as a catalyst for improvement. And by that I mean, when you come to a point where you feel like there is no way out, that this is the bottom, that your life can get no worse than what it is now, use that as an opportunity to improve your skills, whether it's skills for your job, skills for your specific profession, school, whatever it is. Use that opportunity to study up, I would say. Do the research, get the right connections, better yourself in every way, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. Do the research that you need to improve. Realize that there are people who've been in the same position that you're in, if not worse. But because they refuse to give up, because they refuse to lay there and stay stagnant, they decided that they will reach their goals no matter what it took. No matter what it takes, reach your goal. No matter what it takes, read those books. Get up, study, get up early. Get up earlier before anyone else. And whatever it is that you do, give it your all. Give it your all. Push harder. So I read an article that said that the only rest that's deserved is the rest that's earned. That means he exhausted himself totally to get to the point where he felt within himself that he did all that he can do to get whatever it was that he was trying to get, or whatever goal that he was trying to achieve. He exhausted himself to the point where he felt like he deserved that rest. And that's what you have to do for yourself. You have to go beyond your current limits. You gotta go beyond it. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in the same rut, in the same emotional distraught state that you're in now, or that you have been in. If you don't improve yourself, you won't get better, period. You will not progress past the point that you are right now. The more adaptable you are to the disappointment, the better off you'll be. You'll actually be able to move through it 10,000 times quicker than you would if you're not properly prepared. So these are some of the points that I use to help me out. Hopefully it'll help you out. And if you take anything away from everything I said to you today, it's just never give up. Never give up hope. Never give up the dream that you have, or that you had. If you have had a dream and you let it die, well, resuscitate it. Get it back to the point where you are believing in it again. And that's going to take some determination and some dedication on your part. But from experience, I know that if I can do it, that you can do it. I believe in you. Even though I don't see you, I believe in you because I know the nature of humans. We all have the ability in ourselves to overcome any obstacle that we face. So trust in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, and you can overcome any obstacle that you face. Alright? So I hope to see you next time, and just remember to continue to grow in wisdom, continue to grow in knowledge, continue to grow in understanding, and always better yourself. Strive for perfection. Alright?